alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I prepared a poem and it is titled, If I Could Go Back in Time. If I could go back in time and make the years rewind, I would change so many things, yet so little at the same time. When I was a young girl, I envisioned these 4 years of my life to be just like High School Musical, a time that was joyous, never miserable. But 4 years later, I can describe high school as a ladder, with a climb difficult to conquer, but one in which students grow to find out what truly matters, as they turn the page and move on to the next chapter. You see, we never really prepared for what high school would actually be. All we knew was that these next 4 years would go down in history, an unforgettable memory, one in which we leave a legacy. If I could go back in time, there would be many things I would remind. For instance, I would tell myself that high school is a mix of everything. The laughing, the crying, our unforgettable whining, but above all, the environment that teaches us the true meaning of thriving. We never registered how close a group can become within just a few years. It was enough to make our classmates' voices, they anticipated tunes you couldn't wait to hear. We were more than just peers. We became each other's ears. We would transform our classmates' tears into uncontrollable cheers. Our faces quickly made all the sadness disappear. We would remind each other that with every difficulty that adheres, friendship always perseveres. To me, our memories will be lifelong souvenirs. Like the time our class went out in 90 degrees weather just to play inside a bouncy house that couldn't fit all of us together. Also, remember how our Julius Caesar play started off as a disaster, but then ended up turning out like we were some famous Hollywood actors. And don't get me started about our presentations that had less to do with learning and more to do with laughter. I mean, if that's not true friendship, then I don't know what could be better. Or how about the time we dressed up as the teachers and we learned that their job is not an easy one. It was so hard that we couldn't even make ourselves calm. I mean, our voices were so strong that we never failed to make our classroom neighbors wonder what's wrong. And we can't forget about that time when we thought we weren't going to graduate all along. If I could recollect all these memories, I would just be going on and on. But if I could go back in time, there would be many things I would keep in mind. For instance, it's never too early to learn how to drive, and that it's nothing like the bicycles we used to ride. In life, keep your head focused and let Allah be the guide. Just like the weather, every storm will eventually subside. I would tell myself to never forget the ones you walked on this journey beside, and that if you want to change, it must happen from the inside. The green light Gatsby yearned for is attainable, only if we just tried. Lastly, live a life that when your parents look at you, they're filled with pride. Love you, Mom and Dad. Now, I realize that if I were to go back in time and make the years rewind, I wouldn't change a single thing, because the school has already given me everything. Thank you.